Knicks get a very much-needed win against the 76ers very late in the game. Celtics lose at the last second to the Bulls off a Herter three-point shot. And Luka still really, really hates the Mavericks, despite the fact that Nico Harrison is no longer there. My name is Levi Jacob, and this is your daily basketball recap. And Lakers beat the Mavericks, coming back down 15 points. Luka Doncic scored 33 and 11 with 8 rebounds, a steal and a block on 8 of 15 shooting, 3 of 8 from three-point range. This is not the full-strength Mavericks team. That should be definitely noted. But in the final 7 minutes, they came back 15 points to win. LeBron added 17, 8, and 5 with a steal and a block on 8 of 16 shooting. This is off the back of the news that it's likely that Reeves will return during this stretch on the road. So that's very, very exciting news for them. Much needed. Marcus Smart, 13.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 of 10 shooting. Jake LaRavia really filling in very nicely despite the 4 turnovers this game, but 13, 6, and 1. He's been playing honestly very solid defense for what they brought him in for. Rui Hachimura, 4 of 7 from three-point range, 6 of 13 from the field, 17, 8, and 1. This was a really good comeback, despite, again, the fact that it wasn't against any form of a really scary Mavericks team. Max Christie put up another 24-point game. He's really been shining the past few games. 8 of 18 shooting, 4 of 10 from three-point range. Najee Marshall has been putting on a really nice show for this Mavericks fan base, despite everybody being out. 21, 11, and 2 with a steal. He's been averaging over 20 points the last few games with everybody out. Caleb Martin, 17 points. Cooper Flagg is 16, 7, and 6 with 2 steals. A lot of fun to watch him against Luka in this game. It was a lot of guarding Cooper Flagg guarding Luka. Despite that, Luka again with a 33 points. So the rookie learned today. The rookie definitely learned today. And Brandon Williams off the bench with 24 and 4. This was a very fun game at the end when the energy was picking up for the Lakers. This is the kind of game that I was looking for from Luka for a while. And just the last few minutes there were a lot of fun. But I don't think it particularly means anything. Again, this is against a basically pre-playoffs Mavericks team is what it feels like around that time span where they're resting all their stars and whatever, blah, blah. It is what it is for the Mavs. We all know the deal. Next, Celtics. Like I said, lose to the Bulls. Kevin Herter made a three-pointer just before the buzzer, and it lifted the Bulls past the Celtics on Derrick Rose's jersey number retirement night. He did a very funny, initially he reacted very excited, and then he did one of the stone cold face that Derrick Rose did on a couple of his game winners, paying tribute. Kobe Wright, 22 points with 1 and 7 assists, 6 of 16 shooting, 5 of 9 for the three-point range. Nick Vucevic, 16, 7, and 6 with a steal, 2 blocks. Matas Buzelis, again, like I said, when Giddey is around, I don't know what it is, the chemistry is not there with Buzelis, even though Giddey played 24 minutes this game. He didn't he wasn't there the full time. Still, it just, I don't know, something gets thrown off. 5 of 13 shooting for Buzelis, 4 of 10 from three-point range. Adding a block. He's a very good blocking forward because he kind of doesn't play the rest of his position like a forward. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't use necessarily the physicality that most forwards use. He's not as big as most forwards, but those blocks still get in there. He's very athletic. Jalen Smith, 14 and 9. Like I said last week, Jalen Smith has been really, really showing up for this Bulls team, and they really need him to. Isaac Okoro, 12 shots, 12 points. Kevin Herter, 12 points. Ayodesumu, 10 points. Patrick Williams, 10 points. Patty Mills he'd be a lot of fun on this team in his prime. He'd be a lot of fun on this Bulls team, Patty Mills. But very evenly distributed as this Bulls team does. I think Trey Jones is out for a while. Something to do with his hip? No, not his hip. His hamstring. I think he strained something, and he's out for a couple weeks. They said this is off the news of Josh Giddey coming back. Within the last 2 or 3 games. On the Celtics side, 33 points for Jaylen Brown with 8 rebounds and 5 assists, a steal and a block. 14 of 28 shooting, 2 of 8 from 3. Derek White, 15, 7, and 7 with a steal and a block. When he's not playing with Tatum, sometimes he gets these games where he's 5 of 18, 3 of 11 from three-point range. looks bad when that happens. It does look bad. Like just objectively, it's not a great look. But he still is a threat, so they have to play the defense on him. Peyton Pritchard 10 and 7. Sam Hauser only 6 3-pointers this game. I'm gonna have a meter at some point when I have enough production value that I'm gonna just have a Sam Hauser 3-point shot count per night when he plays. And Anthony Simons, 21, 4 and 5, 2 steals. He's really 8 of 16 shooting, 5 of 11 from 3. He's really been coming on here the past few games. There's a lot of Dame comparisons just in his overall movements, his shiftiness. It's like you can tell that he used to play with Dame, and Dame has taught him a lot as his mentor. But really fun game down to the last second. Like the 3-point shot was just that nobody was able to close on a 3-point shooter. But I think also they just didn't think that Kevin Huerter was going to be the guy to take the last shot of the game. But they just passed it down the line, literally center court. I think it was Giddey passed it to White, I want to say. Maybe it was Desumu, who then passed it to Huerter in the corner, who put up the shot and hit it. It was I don't know. It was just fun. It was a lot of fun. And it was a fun game. Okay, next game of the night. Knicks beat the Sixers 112 to 109. There was a lot of situations here. I'm not a biased fan. Again, not a Knicks fan. There was a situation here where a lot of the game, the refs were trying to give, especially at the end of the game, the refs were trying to give the Sixers a chance to catch up. There's a lot of fouls that were called that didn't make a lot of sense. And the Knicks, Karl-Anthony Towns fouled out. Some of those fouls were a little bit bogus. The Sixers were getting a lot of calls. It was still a very fun Sixers game, not taking anything away from them, but there was some of these calls tonight where they just weren't great. Joel Embiid had 38, 11, and 5. This is, I think, for sure his best game all season. He had a crazy dunk. If you guys didn't get to see that, go watch Joel Embiid's dunk. He also then fell a couple plays later, and it looked like he destroyed his knee, and everyone was like, no, please no, and then he was fine. He just kept playing. I don't know what the deal with that was. 36 minutes, so whatever minute restriction he had before, I guess it's not there anymore. What's next? He plays back-to-backs. That was the joke that everybody was making, but I don't mind making it because, what's going on with Joel Embiid? Where did this come from? Maxey, 22, 3 and 6 with 2 steals and a block. He missed the game-tying shot at the end there. Or I don't think it was tying. I think it was to get them within 1. But he hit really clutch shots down the stretch as well. He had a 3 that just hit. It reminded me a lot of Kobe. Maxey came up, just hit back rim straight down in, with 33 seconds left or something like that. And it brought them to within, I want to say, 3, and they were down 7 at that 33-second point. So he really ran up the court, hit that 3, and it was awesome. He's just so good. Tyrese Maxey is so good, and he was 8 of 15 shooting. Still there's enough shots to go around for this team. But just he really is he deserves to be an all-star, and he is an all-star. So congrats to him. BJ Edgecombe also played really well in this game. 14 points, 4 assists, and a steal. 5 of 9 shooting. He was everywhere on defense, playing really great defense for them. Really instrumental in the last few minutes as well. There was some slip-ups, some things here and there, but he's like a vet. He just plays like a vet. It's crazy that he's a rookie. I guess he's 3rd overall pick, obviously, but still, sometimes he just has such a high basketball IQ for the position and the type of basketball that he plays. He still has a very high IQ. It really reminds me of Dwayne Wade sometimes. Really reminds me of Dwayne Wade. Kelly Oubre Jr., 14, 7, 3, and 2. He's looked really good since being back. Paul George also played this game 32 minutes, but he had 9, 6, 2, and 2 on 3 of 10 shooting. Quentin Grimes got 19 minutes. Dominic Barlow. This team for the Sixers is very, very good, and I really wonder if they try and trade McCain. His value this season has not looked so great. He's in the G League currently. I don't know what they would get back for him necessarily, but I think it speaks to the value of Jared McCain that his rookie season, he played 16 games, still looked good enough that there's a lot of people speculating that he could, redeem them some value. So there's not any hate towards Jared McCain, but I just feel like if you can, go for it, because they're clearly flush with guards. And Quentin Grimes looks really like a natural fit on this team, and they should really try to keep him, because I like him a lot. I think that his 3 and D value to this team, especially now, is really, really good. On the Knicks side, Jalen Brunson, 31, 5, and 6. It felt like a breath of fresh air watching Jalen Brunson this game. He was very frustrated, very, very frustrated throughout. But it just felt like a Brunson game. 11 of 24, shooting 6 of 12 from 3, 3 of 5. It's one of those games for him that not every single shot is going in, but he's just willing it in. Like, it was like an old-fashioned Brunson game. It was nice to watch. Like when we watch his break a little more, when you're like, oh, the percentages are not the best, but everyone's like, I don't really care because you can see that he's like doing well. OG Anunoby put up a big game after they needed him for a couple games now. 23, 7, 4, and 2 steals, 10 of 15 shooting. Josh Hart was out there, 10 and 13, 7. He was really big down the stretch for them because they needed, like I said, big man help because Towns was out. And Anunoby also was really big help with the big man minutes and rebounding. Towns, 10, 6, 1, and a block, 2 of 4 shooting, 16 minutes played because of those fouls. Bridges, 9 points, 3 of 16 shooting, 1 of 9. There was 2 buckets at the end of the game that he really, really should have gotten. He was so close to the rim and he just missed. It was not a pretty sight. And this is not Mikal Bridges really the most of the season so far this season, but it just hasn't looked good the past few games. Landry Shamet also was very instrumental in this game. He hit 2 big threes as well, 12 points for him. And Mitchell Robinson, 27 minutes, 6, 10, 2, and 2, meaning 2 steals, 2 blocks. It was a very, very good Mitchell Robinson game when he was able to be on the floor. He didn't play a lot of the last few minutes because they didn't want to, have him foul and then he would miss them and then they would be closer. Next, the Hornets beat the Wizards in a very close game at the end, 119-115. Brandon Miller, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, played awesome, 7 of 12 shooting. Again, that athletic prowess is just shown on every single play. LaMelo Ball, 22 and 11, 1 steal, 8 of 19 shooting. He's had some off and on games, but I'm so happy to see him out there healthy. And when they have this core together, Brandon Miller, Con Knipple, and LaMelo Ball, they're playing winning basketball, which is exciting to see. It looks like competent winning. They're making winning basketball plays, I should say. Miles Bridges, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 of 13 shooting. Con Knipple, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 of 11 shooting, 3 of 8 from 3-point range. Musa Diabate had a bounce back game. He also had a birthday 2 games ago. I didn't get to say that, so happy birthday, Musa Diabate. 11 and 14 with a steal, 2 of 3 shooting, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. I like him a lot. I really happen to like him a lot. He contributes a lot of energy and rebounding to this Hornets team. Colin Sexton, 3 of 6 shooting. Just all around a really good game from this Hornets team. The Wizards, Trey Johnson, 26 points. There was a play drawn up at half by Brian Keefe for Trey Johnson. It was hilarious because they kept mentioning this, but the average age of the Wizards for the starting 5 is 20. It's not even 21 years old. It's 20 and a half years old. You could literally see him like coaching these guys to do a half court play before the game went into half to try to get them up. They were down by like 2 going into the half. And Trey Johnson like just missed the 3-pointer, but he was 26 and 6, 8 of 22 shooting, 6 of 15 from 3. I like to see them let the rookie loose. It's a lot of fun. Alex Sarr, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 11 of 19 shooting. He's looking great. He's looking like a good pick from last year. Last year's draft. Bob Carrington, 15, 3, and 8. He has assumed kind of more of the lead point guard role. It's going okay. It's going okay for him. 5 of 11 shooting. All of those were 3-point shots. So that was fun. He was hitting those. Keyshawn George. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce his name. However you pronounce it, I'm really impressed with this guy. This was not his best game. He also went out, I believe in the beginning of this game. He rolled his ankle. It looked like he went to the locker room. He actually ended up coming back out. But I like this Wizards core. I really do. I talked about it 2 days ago, I believe. I just like them. I don't know. You can't, let's see in the future how it goes, but I really happen to like them. Champagne, that's the other one I wanted to say. 15, 11, 3, and 3 with 2 blocks, 7 of 9 shooting. Just like his brother. Justin Champagne, who's just like Julian Champagne on the Spurs. These guys just know how to play basketball, and I really like them, and I hope they get to play winning basketball at some point, like on a contender, because I think that they would really contribute. Like, I think that he would be a great Knick. I think Knicks fans would really like Justin Champagne. Watkins, 11, 6, 3, and 5 steals with 2 blocks. This is a guard, I believe. Maybe he's a shooting guard, small forward. But you love seeing that out of him. 32 minutes. And that's basically it for the Wizards team. I know I'm recapping the Wizards. Shlomo doesn't like to do that, but Shlomo's not here, so I get to recap the Wizards. And the second last game of the night, sorry, I thought it was last game of the night, Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs beat the Orlando Magic 119 to 105. 36 points for Donovan Mitchell, 27 of which he scored in the second half. 36 points overall, 5 rebounds, 9 assists for him, 2 steals, 15 of 30 shooting. He took 30 shots. That's insane. Jalen Tyson, 17, 5, and 4. Evan Mobley, 13, 7, and 3 with a block. 4 of 14 shooting. Yikes. Dean Wade, 10, 3, 1, 3, and 2. He's filling out the box score in a fun way. And Jarrett Allen, 8, 6, 1, 3, 2. 3 of 5 shooting, 25 minutes. I think that everyone feels that this is going to be the move. I think Jarrett Allen is not going to be on this team if they don't find much success in the postseason. Maybe before the deadline. I don't think so. I don't think they'll be traded before the deadline. I think they want to give one more go. But and they won this game, obviously. Don't get me wrong. But I just think that I just feel like they need him to be doing more. He can't have nights where he's kind of more hidden, and this is against the Magic, who don't have a big man aside from Goga, and he played 5 minutes. So I don't know. Paolo Banchero, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 of 14 shooting. Desmond Bane, 20 points, also 7 of 14 shooting. Anthony Black, I'm really, really enjoying this guy's play. He's really stepped up a level. He started the small forward position because Suggs is back and Wagner just went out. He's out for a little bit. But 16, 5, and 5 with 2 steals and a block, 6 of 12 shooting, 3 of 7 from 3. He's really just gone up an entire level. You love to see this kind of progression out of guys, because I did not see this in the beginning of the season. I just didn't expect it, and he really has worked out marvelously for them. I love to see Mo Wagner's name in the box score. Otherwise, pretty mundane game for the Magic team, but I think that it's time to reassess how essential the Desmond Bane trade was and how much of a perfect fit he is next to everybody else. I don't think that it was necessary to trade all of that for Desmond Bane. I like him as a player. I think that he's a good shooter, but maybe they should have paid a little bit less to get somebody who is a little bit worse, but still, or, half of the player that Bane is, but they could have paid half the amount to, I feel end up in the same position that they are now. Someone mentioned Duncan Robinson. I think that would have been a really good fit for this Orlando Magic team, but we're here now. I think this team is going to get it together. They just have to be able to stay on the court together. But it's a good sign that Jalen Suggs is back, because he's the one who usually has the longest standing injuries. So I hope that that's a full throttle thing that he's back. Last game of the night, the Miami Heat beat the Utah Jazz 147 to 116. It was a pretty crazy. It was a beatdown. It was really a beatdown. Bam. Playing much, much better over the last, I want to say, 6 games or so. 26 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 of 19 shooting, 4 of 10 from 3, 6 of 6 from the line. Pelle Larsson, 20 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Andrew Wiggins also contributed 17 points. Yakushonis went out with an injury. Norman Powell only contributed 13 points. Not very Norman Powell-esque, 3 of 11 shooting. Simone Fontecchio, though, contributed 14 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And Nikola Jovic, that's a name you don't always hear on this Heat team, even though they gave him the extension. 23 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist, a block, and a steal on 6 of 12 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3-point range. This offense is fun. When it's working, it's really fun. And I like to see it. Drew Smith, by the way, was another stat line everybody was pointing out. 6, 10, 5, and 5, meaning 5 steals and a block on 2 of 10 shooting. He played 25 minutes. He's an animal. Eric Spoelstra loves these high energy, high intensity guys. On the Jazz side of things, Keontae George had a 19-point game on 6 of 19 shooting. Nurkic had another triple double with 17, 10, and 12. This is his best season of his career. I don't care what anybody says. These stat lines are insane. Being the starting center for the Utah Jazz at, I think, 32. Is he 32 now? 17, 10, and 12 with a steal and a block. 8 of 13 shooting, 1 of 1 from 3-point range. Who would ever believe that Yusuf Nurkic would have been hitting 3-pointers? Ace Bailey, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks, 28 minutes. And Bryce Sensabaugh off the bench, he's back. from illness, 23 points. And Isaiah Collier, also off the bench, 28 minutes, 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists, as he usually does. He's a great playmaker. That was all for your daily basketball recap in more than 15 minutes, which was not the intention, but here we are now. I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. Shlomo, we'll be back together soon, buddy. And I want to wish you a great day and have a great rest of your week. And we'll see you tomorrow.